Okay, this is going to be a double hammock carry. I'm using a size 6 Didymos wrap, approximately 4.6 meters. I'm going to find the center of my wrap, and I'm going to move over about this much. This is a totally individual thing, sort of trial and error to find out how much from the center of the wrap that you're going to move. And I'm going to place that at my baby's back, and I'm going to get her on my back using a Santa toss method. So, sitting her in the center of the wrap, center of the width, that is. I'm going to bring one side up over her back, and the other side is under her legs, and then I'm going to gather it at her front at about sort of belly button height. So I have it both sides in one hand. I'm going to bring that up to my upper arm and onto my shoulder. And then taking the side closest to my neck, I'm going to bring it up over my head and onto my opposite shoulder. And now I'm going to create a seat for her in the wrap by holding the top rail in my mouth. So what I did there was while holding the top rail, pulled down on the width of the wrap all the way to the bottom rail, and then tucked that between my back and her bottom by reaching between her legs. Okay. And then quickly grabbing that to keep that bottom rail nice and taut. Now I'm going to hold both sides in one hand so that I have a longer side and a shorter side. I'm going to bring my arm through so that the longer side is now under my arm, and quickly again snug that bottom rail up so that I don't lose that seat. I'm going to bring this across my torso, under the other strap, and under my opposite arm. And now I'm going to take the piece that's coming over my shoulder and put it between my legs. Now I'm going to work on this a little bit, making sure that I have all of the slack taken out of the wrap in the back, just by pulling across and feeding it through. Now I'm going to bring this piece under this arm, holding the top rail only. I'm going to pass that top rail to my other hand, and I'm going to bring this stretch of wrap up and over her back and pull it. Pull it nice and snug, just making sure her foot didn't get caught there. Pulling it nice and snug. Making sure this bottom rail is under her bottom and pulling that nice and snug. And then holding this gathered wrap in this hand, I'm going to grab this wrap and I'm going to pull the two sides. There we are. And I'm bringing this up. That was called the L pull. You can see it's kind of like a cheerleader. One side out, one side in. And that just snugs up that last bit. Bringing both passes up onto my shoulders. I gather it up. Okay. Now I'm going to pass them behind my back and create a seat, cross under her bottom rather. So I'm going to put this side back between my legs, and I'm going to take this side under my arm, reaching it around, and I'm going to overlap the seat here. And now I'm going to bring it under this opposite leg and around to the front. And I'm going to do the same with this side, bringing it up over, passing it so it overlaps these passes and under the opposite leg. And now I have two pieces here that I can tie at my waist. Now, as you can see, I've left this piece bunched here above my bust line. which you can keep in this position, or you can bring it by finding the bottom rail. You can bring it down and spread it. What I find though is if I spread it down like this, I lose some of the tension here. So I bring that piece back up so that I still have that tension in that bottom rail. And there you have a double hammock.